Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Desi TV USA. I am Tabinda Gul. Let's take a look at the headlines. Trump imposes new tariffs on Mexico, Canada, and China, threatens more on UK and Europe. Trump imposing first set to tariffs targeting Canada, Mexico, and China. Chaos in Los Angeles as protects Europe over Trump's deportations crackdown. Family of release hostess 𝐂𝐍𝐘𝐒's speech from Tel Aviv hospital. Protest erupt outside USAID office after sudden shutdown order. Trump pauses new tariffs on Mexico after border security deal. Trump signed executive order to create sovereign wealth fund 𝐼's TikTok purchase. It's like the soul return to the chest. Gaza twins reunite after 15 months apart. New York Fashion Week kicks off shaped by the rise of social media influence. These are headlines. Lead to news detail. US President Donald Trump has announced a new wave of tariff imposing a 25% levy on imports from Mexico and Canada. In swift retaliations, both countries have responding with their own tariffs targeting Americans' goods. In addition, Trump has slapped a 10% tariff on Chinese products and is now threatening to impose similar measures on the United Kingdom and the European Union. For American consumers, this means higher prices on everyday goods imported from Mexico and Canada, including automobiles, raspberries, avocados, steels, and crude oil. While these tariffs aim to make foreign goods more expensive, the administration argues that they will help reduce the U.S. trade deficit with Mexico and Canada, as both countries export more to the U.S. than they import. President Donald Trump has imposed his first set of tariffs targeting Canada, Mexico, and China. Trump acknowledged the potential impact, saying the tariff will bring a little pain to Americans with inflation expected to rise as a result. But the effect could go much deeper. Industries that rely on cross-border operations, particularly in Canada and Mexico, are at significant risk. The food and automobile sector are expected to suffer the most, with increased costs likely to be passed on to everyday American consumers. Additionally, the US dollar is projected to rise in value, making American goods more expensive on the global market and potentially straightening international trade. Los Angeles descended into chaos as protesters shut down the 101 freeway, railing against President Trump's aggressive deportations crackdown. Hundreds of demonstrators flooded downtown, waving Mexican flags and holding signs condemning ICE raids. Traffic came to a grinding halt as police in riot gear struggled to regain control. The protest erupted in response to the Trump administration's latest immigration action, boosting over 7,400 ICE arrests in just 9 days. Shockingly, some detainees have been sent to Guantanamo Bay. Social media platforms are ablaze with conservatives demanding swift government actions, while activists vow continuous resistance as deportations flights take off and protests grow louder. America faces a pivotal question: how far will Trump go and how far will protesters fight back?
You came to this country for a brighter future for you and your loved ones. You've made it this far. Now it's time to become a citizen. With Citizenship, you gain the right to vote, access to federal jobs, the ability to keep your family closer, and the freedom to travel with a U.S. passport. These are just a few of the benefits waiting for you when you become eligible. We're here to help you through the process with free resources and personalized guidance. Together, we can make it easier. Get started at becomeacitizentoday.com.
The family of Israeli-American hostages 𝐇𝐎𝐏𝐄 have given a statement from Ichilov hospitals in Tel Aviv following his release. 𝐇𝐎𝐏𝐄 was freed by the Palestinian militant groups Hamas along with 2 other Israeli hostages on February 1st. Their release came as part of a prisoner exchange deal with Israeli freeing dozens of. Protesters gathered outside the U.S. Agency for International Development office after employees were informed that their downtown Washington headquarters had been shut down for the day. The closure comes as part of President Donald Trump's push to shrink the federal government, with billionaire Elon Musk, who is leading the effort, stating that Trump agreed with the decisions to close Washington's primary humanitarian agency. The move has sparked outrage among USAID staff and humanitarian advocates, raising concern about the future of U.S. foreign aid programs. Demonstrations are demanding answer as the fate of the agency hangs in the balance. US President Donald Trump has announced a one-month pause on new tariff targeting Mexico after reaching a border security agreement. Under the deal, Mexico would deploy 10,000 National Guard members to its northern border in an effort to curb the flow of illegal drugs with a specific focus on fentanyl. The temporary suspensions of tariff come as both countries seek to ease economic tension while addressing the growing drug crisis. However, the pause is conditional, with Trump warning the tariffs could be reinstated if Mexico fails to meet its commitment. US President Donald Trump has signed an executive order to establish a sovereign wealth fund within the next year. Trump stated that the fund could be used to acquire strategic assets, including TikTok, which is facing a potential ban in the US over national security concern. The move signals a bold shift in US economic strategy, with the government considering direct investment in private companies. As TikTok future in the US hangs in the balance, this development adds a new layer of complexity to the ongoing battle over data security and foreign influence. In an emotional reunion, 30-year-old twins from Gaza describe seeing each other again after being separated for 15 months, saying it's like the soul returned to the chest. The twins were torn apart by the ongoing conflict, facing months of uncertainty and fear. Their reunion symbolized a rare moment of hope amid the devastations that has gripped Gaza. As families continue to search for loved ones and rebuild shattered lives, stories like their highlight both the human cost of war and the enduring strengthening of family bonds. New York Fashion Week is set to run from February 6 to 11 February, with this year's event heavily influenced by the growing power of social media platforms like TikTok. Designers and brands are adopting their showcase to cater to digital audience, with viral moments and influencer collaborations playing a key role in shaping trend. As the fashion world embracing this new era, traditional runway shows are evolving, blending high fashion with the fast-paced global reach of social media. So thank you for watching and thank you for supporting. This is me, Tabinder, signing off. Stay tuned for more news. Desi TV USA, DTV NN and our OTT platform DTV Flex, where you can access to over 3,000 channels. So stay tuned and stay with us.